This is one of the highlights of the Gillows collection. So this was commissioned from Gillows by Mary Hutton Rawlinson, who's the mother of Abraham Rawlinson, who we just saw, and presumably linked to Isaac Rawlinson. And it's made with Jamaican and Honduran mahogany, so it was been cut down by enslaved Africans. And this is Mary Hutton Rawlinson, who commissioned it, who was a Quaker. So a lot of people think of the Quakers as being abolitionists, and a lot of them were, but a lot of them weren't. And in Lancaster, they were involved in the slave trade as well. And next to her is, originally it was Ebo Boy. He was Ebo Boy because that was the name of the advert. But the school children have actually renamed him Afamefuna, which means my name will not be lost in the Igbo language. So this is the young man. We've got a postcard there from Hisham, so that's where he was enslaved. You can see Layla's put his scarification marks on his face there, and he's kind of, well, I think he's dreaming about escaping. He's looking up into the distance, into the future. So it's actually the rector of the church that owned him. The description, this is from the runaway advert. He had beautiful features, a small lump on his forehead with his country marks on his temples. The rector advertised 3 times for his return, and as far as we know, never got him back. So hopefully he escaped and made his own way. But you'd think he'd be quite easily identified in a certain strong Lancashire accent and a young black man, in the area. But hopefully maybe he had some help, we don't know.
That pensive look, you kind of, you think about possibly wanting to escape, but also thinking about home. There's something very wistful about that expression. And I like the way Layla's linked with honesty the mother who commissioned the creation of the cabinet, but also being a Quaker, because it does challenge our perceptions, doesn't it? Yeah. And in a way, it isn't to say that the Quakers were bad. It's saying that they were products of their time.
Yeah.
And they were part of it as well. And it's just acknowledging that.
Yeah, absolutely. And that it's integrated across society. So it's not just rich people. In Lancaster, they do shipbuilding industry and rope works and things. And, a lot of I'm not saying those people made the decision, but that was the industry, and it was partly based on this income and the ship and the trade with the West Indies and with West Africa.
And how hopefully we've moved on, which we have, and yet these people were products of their time. It wasn't that they were nasty people.
No,
it was that society just didn't challenge inequality. Or hierarchies between groups.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's quite, in a way, hopefully that's one of the messages from this project, because when we talk to the kids and the classes come in, it's like that's, you're starting that debate and getting people to think about it. And often they have a discussion about reparations and things, and these are still ongoing issues that we're all grappling with. So hopefully these are that kind of inspiration for those discussions.